My name is Keyaire Saunders. I'm 25 years old. I am a mother of two, and I'm married to Minister Dominique Alexander. If elected, I will be the youngest council to serve in the city of Dallas. And that's a big flag for change with me. I didn't just wake up and say, hey, I want to run for city council. I want to make a difference in my community. I've always had a passion to make a change. I've always had a passion to see a difference. And that's the reason why I'm running today. My mission is to revitalize and rebuild our community. Instead of building on top of Oak Cliff, we need to build with it and grow with it. A lot of people may not know, but right here in our district, we have one of the largest underground malls that is not being used to its full potential. And then I work with the youth, and we talk about movie theaters and having a decent place to eat without causing diabetes, within our community. And I feel as if we need someone to actually speak up on that. And that's something that I honestly want to do. Now, I can get up here and I can tell you about all of my achievements, my accomplishments, my credential. But with this type of position, it means nothing if your heart and your intentions aren't right. And that's why I'm wanting to do this, because I honestly have a passion. I'm speaking for a community where I'm raising my children. I'm planting my seeds right here. I don't think I have to move out to Louisville or Plano to make a difference. We can do it right here. If we all come together, we all have the same concerns. And down at City Hall, I'm someone that's able to listen and also be your voice to speak on the concerns that we're experiencing. We don't need to be in a community where there's ordinance, like the 5 cents bag ordinance or the pull your pants up ordinance. That's not in our power. It's us to speak on what we want for our community. We all know how the city council goes. And the way that it's been going is basically the citizens work for me, and it's backwards. We have people that can say, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know how city council goes. Well, we all know how city council goes, and it's not working. It is time for change, and that's why I'm stepping up. Well, as far as strategies, I'm actually doing a little work now, even though I'm not in office. And the plan is to piggyback off of what Mr. Hayes said, is to build trust. So reaching out, not only speaking to the investors, but one thing that our district has are a lot of small business owners. When you regain the trust with the business owners, speak to them to see what type of plans that they have and see what type of incentives or the things that they need to make their businesses that they already have better. And like I spoke again about the Keys in Lancaster, that is a huge opportunity to build financial growth within our community. I'm right now doing my research to figure out who's owning this facility, what it takes to uplift the facility, and whatever we need to invest to what we already have. That is a great way to build the economy, because we have what it takes already. We just have to have the eye for it, and bringing larger corporations into a community that's not fixed. We need to work on beautification first. That way they would desire to come in our area, but we have to work on what we have in order to get something new. I'm not against the police, I'm for the police, but I'm against excessiveness when it comes to police. I feel as if to bridge the gap between the community and the police force, maybe there should be more transparency and also possibly hiring people within its own community to service. The people that will be affected by choices that are made within their own community, maybe we would see less of that and it will hold more accountability. The Civil Review Board is very necessary, because right now we're working towards an appeal when it comes to the police department with the 72 hours. We need to keep that open and maybe give options for the families to have the same access that the police have. We're just needing to put basically more accountability into the police system. And when we do that, maybe they'll think twice about how they act when it comes to citizens. Driving down those roads and I see a lot of tire shops and mechanic shops, it can possibly make the community look not so appealing. But personally, I can't go to a business owner and say, hey, that business makes the community look bad, get rid of it. The only thing that I can do is to let them know, hey, there are options. What can we do to uplift your building so that it can be more appealing? And as a city councilwoman, I don't want to overthrow my power, because I want their business to succeed too, but I also want it to complement the community as well. When it comes to sidewalks, I was actually in a community meeting and I got to hear both perspectives. There were people in the community that didn't want sidewalks, and there were people that actually wanted sidewalks. Me personally, I need a sidewalk in my community. I have 2 small children and I would prefer them using a sidewalk versus walking on the street. I feel as if it's more safe that way. But it's power in numbers. If we were to all come together as a community, and if there's a particular location where we're all agreeing that we need sidewalks, get down in City Hall and speak about it, because I will definitely represent you. It's not necessarily what I want, but it's what we all want, and that's the ideal of being a city councilwoman. I love to use social media. I will be connecting with my fellow colleagues to let them know, hey, let's uplift this area, because little do people know, in Oak Cliff District 4, there are a lot of Black-owned businesses. That is the upper hand, and that's what I would love to embrace. Hey, come on here. This is where you can succeed. We hear a lot about Atlanta. We need to start talking about what we can do down here in Oak Cliff, District 4. I believe that I can be the change that our Dallas District 4 needs. I want to be that person. Again, I say this because I really mean it. I want everyone to be able to look at me and say, I can do it too. If by having me down at City Hall gets you involved just by seeing my young face and you want to hold me accountable, do what you have to do, because the key is being involved. I will listen. I understand. And I know how to work effectively. The team that I'm bringing along are some very powerful, young, regardless of the age, but they're powerful, they're young, and they're ready to move. And I'm looking at the faces, the people that I continuously see in these forums that I attend. I see how much you care. I see your passion. And I'm open, because we do have a lot of seats that need to be filled down in City Hall, and you will be my first choice. And I'm not just saying this because I cannot do it alone. I need your help. And by your involvement now, I see that you will be the help that I need. So it's time for our older people to pass the torch and let the next generation get in here, because we are the future.